Got to get the timing down.
Now, lucky for us, Eli is the long snapper, so he does have experience snapping. He's just kind of learning on the go. And he's done a good job so far, but just a bad snap right there. So, dangerous situation here, punting from your own 2-yard line. So, Shepherd's going to have to get this one away quick.
Yeah, need a good kick and a good roll if they don't field it.
All right, Shepherd back to punt. Here's the snap. Shepherd kicks another high kick. We'll see if we can get a Callaway roll here. And it's fair caught and fumbled. Callaway's got it. Callaway's got the ball, number 50 for the Cavaliers on the recovery. Eli Freeman. Eli Freeman just made up for his snap.
Make up for it, Eli.
So Troup goes for the fair catch and muffs it. So Callaway recovers it at their own 36-yard line. Look at Eli Freeman.
That's the way to
making
make
up for the making up for the bad snap. You love it. Great job, Eli.
Troop coaches are saying he fair caught the ball. You still got to catch it.
Yeah, if you fair catch it and fumble it, you can't. I mean, fair catching still doesn't excuse you dropping the ball. So, I love Coach Glisson to death, but
he knows better.
You got to catch it.
He knows better than that.
Got to catch it. I won't be too hard on Tanner. All right, Jalen Shepherd checks into the game at receiver for the Cavaliers. He's to the near side.
Got another Callaway timeout.
It looks like Callaway wants to take a timeout. We'll take one with him back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee, number 5656.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Wow, man, on the first play, out of the timeout, Callaway goes empty, throws it up to Keyshawn Suggs with a huge catch for their first down. Down inside Troup territory to the, looks like around the 44-yard line.
Great catch.
Great catch. Troup fans are booing because after the catch, after he was down, the ball came out, but he definitely caught the ball. So Callaway comes back, shotgun set. You looks like you have Cam Smith in at the slot, Jalen Shepherd in as well. Demetrius claps his hands. He's going to give it to Charlie Dixon around left end. He's looking for a block. And that ball darn near came out.
That's what I was looking
at. Close there down to the Troup 39-yard line. So way to hold on to the ball there, Charlie. Whew, that was close.
Yeah, going to bring up about a second and long 4.
You could tell he was fighting.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if you can rip it out of Charlie's hands, you've done something. That's a big old boy right there. Charlie ditches the glove. Same set for the Cavaliers. Shotgun snap. Giving it straight ahead to Charlie around right end. He's got a huge hold down to the 30. He's down to the 20, 15, 10, and he's pushed out of bounds. First down and goal for the Cavaliers, but we have a flag in the backfield. Looks like a hold.
That's going to be a face mask, I think.
A face mask, okay.
I think so, yeah. I think he grabbed.
Thrown in the backfield. We'll see what the call is.
I seen Charlie's head turned down.
I think we got a hold. They're bringing him back. We'll see what the call is from the officiating crew. Yep, it is indeed holding on the Cavaliers. Best play of the night coming back. So instead of first down and goal inside the 10, Callaway's backed up to their own, we'll call it the 50. Ball's barely inside the 50. We'll call it the 50. So 2nd and 15 for the Cavs. Shotgun set, Cam Smith to the near side. Kevin Diaz-Alfaro in the slot to the far. Here's the shotgun snap. Demetrius rolling to his left, looking, plants his foot. He fires downfield, and it's incomplete. Thrown behind his receiver. intended for Carlos Billingsley.
Good coverage deep by Troup's defenders.
Where Troup had issues with these Callaway receivers last year, you know, they did gain some experience. A lot of seniors back there, Jace Godwin, Sir Morgan, a lot of good players on that defense for Troup. And Demetrius just hasn't looked really comfortable back there throwing the football.
Right.
But this is also Callaway's first game of the year.
Yeah.
You got to iron out all the kinks here. All right, here comes the Cavs. Shotgun set, twins to the near side. Here's the snap to Demetrius, another high snap. He's looking. It's thrown, and it's incomplete.
Hit him dead in the hands.
Hit Billingsley right in the hands. Couldn't have asked for a better throw than that.
With a ball thrown like that, you got to catch it with your body.
You got to catch it, got to help your quarterback out. So Callaway ends up punting the ball right there. Ball at the 50-yard line again. About 18 seconds left in the quarter, 0-0.
See if we can get a good punt or a good roll.
All right, here's a snap. Shepard, great punt by Jalen Shepard.
It's going to go in the end zone.
And it's going to roll into the end zone. We'll take it.
Yeah,
ball will come out to the 20. So we'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. You'll see into Callaway football on Eagle Sports.
Two Tigers at the 20-yard line.
Every time it came on, every beat, every line, every word, every time when I rose and rolled.
Part of supporting high school sports. We salute team, coaches, bands, cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We're proud of your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer of East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. On the first down play, Ferguson fights his way up. About a 5-yard gain. Pickups, he'll be up to the 25-yard line. That'll wrap up the first quarter, 0-0. We're deadlocked in a defensive struggle here. We'll take it back to the station for another 60-second spot. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet their friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Here's your first play of the second quarter. Teo Todd's going to keep it. And
great pursuit
by the Cavaliers. We have no helmet loss on the play right there. Looks like Jarvis Parks lost his helmet. And I hope they're not going to call a personal foul for him participating without a helmet. He was literally in no man's land.
Yeah.
If anything, that should be a hands to the face. See what the call is. They're going to call a personal foul on the Cavaliers. Jarvis had no choice. He was run into and lost his helmet.
Yeah.
That's a questionable flag there. I'm not sure I would have thrown it there.
I mean, you can't just stop playing.
Right, I mean, for his own safety, he could stop playing. Yeah. I mean, what was he supposed to do? Just stand there?
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting call there, but maybe in that situation they have no choice but to throw the flag. So, who knows? So Troup picks up the first down on the penalty yardage up to the 35-yard line. Troup in an empty set. They're going to bring a man in motion. They're going to fake the jet. Quarterback keeper, and Callaway eats him alive. No gain on the play. Great stop right there by number 13, Kevin Alfaro-Diaz on the tackle.
Alfaro doing a good job staying at home on his corner over there.
You know, he had that textbook tackle last year against Lamar County, and I've just been a huge fan of his ever since, and he's really gotten after it in practice.
Small kid, small, you know, in stature, but he plays a lot bigger than his size.
All right, here comes Troup. Shotgun set, trips to the near side. Todd claps his hands. He's going to throw the bubble screen, and it's incomplete off the hands of number 18 for Troup. And I apologize, guys. I tried to print off a roster for Troup, and my printer wasn't cooperating. So I know a couple of these guys who they are.
On my phone, but I can't see them.
So we'll do our best to try to get their names right. But I do apologize. But also, if you're a Troup fan listening to us, go listen to Jack and Greg. They do a great job. They know all the Troup players on a first-name basis. So, but we'll do the best we can to try to get these guys names called here for Troup. All right, here comes Troup. Same formation again. Third down and long. Here's the snap. They're going to do a toss sweep to the far side, and Callaway's there and eats them alive. Huge tackle by Lil Dew Williams. No gain on the play.
Callaway had that one read perfectly there.
And Ferguson's not having the real estate that he had last week against Harris County.
Yeah. Had a little Chris Jansen.
And no slight to Harris County here, but the Callaway defense thinks a little saltier.
Yeah.
So sets up a 4th and long punting situation. Jalen Shepard's the deep man for the Cavs. He's going to plant his feet around the 30-yard line. So this feels like a game where it's just going to take one big play to get things going for both teams.
I'd like to see a good return right here.
Or a block. Here's the snap. And they tried to block it. Callaway nudges the kicker. They're going to throw the flag, and I hope that's just a run into the kicker. Shepard's still going. He's up to the 40. He's up to the 50, down to the 45-yard line, but we've got a flag, and that should be a run into the kicker 5-yard penalty, but we'll see what the call is.
I thought the referee on this side was going to throw one too.
See what the call is here. That was a love tap. It's a running into the kicker. So it's a 5-yard re-kick here, so it remains 4th down. All right. That seemed to be a little bit of a sell job there by the punter. And hats off to the punter. I mean, he sold it enough to get the penalty, but that was about a LeBron James-style flop.
Yes, that was a professional flop.
So that should be a 5-yard penalty. So that's going to be a 4th down, ball placed at Troup's. We'll call it the 39-yard line here.
Looks like about 8 yards, long 7.
I don't have his name, but 82 for Troup. Great sell job on the flop there.
Actor, yeah.
Yep.
Great acting job.
We got a late substitution for Troup. Looks like somebody was a little late getting in, so Troup wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. We'll take a 60 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. TLWD Todd Parrish here at Kia LaGrange, and I want to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedans. Our friends and neighbors at Kia Motors manufacturing plant in West Point have totally transformed the Optima into the sedan of the future. The all-new, totally awesome 2021 K5. Yep, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. Starting only at $23,988. Hurry on over to Kia LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway, or check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Slot number 112750 to Kia LaGrange for complete details.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
And I tell you what, Chris, right after the timeout, bad snap on the punt. Callaway tackles the punter deep in their own territory down at the 20-yard line. And I think it's back to that old saying, Chris, the ball don't lie.
That's right.
I think we saw an example of ball don't lie right there.
Isaac Andrews was the punter's name. He's probably going to pick up his Grammy Award Monday when he gets back to school for that acting job.
And we're just messing with you.
Yeah,
so we're just messing with you. So hats off to you.
I probably would have done the same thing.
Well, here comes the Cavaliers, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They give it straight ahead to Charlie Dixon. He plunges forward and just destroys
he hit somebody
the Troup
hard.
defender. Good grief. Number 21 for Troup just got knocked in the next week.
Yeah.
Charlie running with a little authority right there. So that'll be a 2nd down. We'll call it 5 ball at the Troup 15-yard line. Callaway's got twins to the near side. Cam Smith in the slot. Reed outside. Here's the snap. High snap. They're going to give it again to Charlie Dixon. He's got a huge hole. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Runs the man over. Touchdown. Touchdown, Charlie Dixon. No flags on the play.
Yep, that dude, he got run over.
Woo. Callaway on the board with 9:06 left in the 2nd quarter. Charlie Dixon from 15 yards out. So here we wait the extra point. Blake Eubanks, who I tell you what was probably the most improved player on the team last year.
Yes. We've been looking good all year in practice also.
All right. Well, here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is right down the middle. So with 9:06 left in the 2nd, Callaway on top 7-0, cashing in on the bad snap on the punt from Troup. So we'll take another 60 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with all your home and auto insurance needs.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. The kick by Eubanks is fielded by Ferguson, and he is just met by a host of red jerseys. He's going to take it up, fielded at the 10, got it to the 16-yard line, Chris. And I just think the speed on the field is just different from last week.
Man, that was great pursuit. Great pursuit by the whole right side of the Callaway kicking team.
So here comes Troup, 1st down and 10 inside their own 20. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. Todd going back out with Ferguson. They're going to have trips to the near side. Looks like Zy Varner is going to be in the slot. Next to him is going to be Marquavius Kelly. I tell you what, Kelly's a good player for the Tigers. Probably one of the better athletes they've got on the team. So Todd in the gun, claps his hands, takes the snap. Looks like a busted play right there. And he just throws it away kind of at the feet of his receiver. It looked like they wanted the toss sweep there.
Yeah, because this kid right here was wide open. I mean, nobody took him.
Yeah, that was Kelly. That's the guy we were talking about. Got to keep an eye on him. Looked like they wanted the toss on the play, and it was just busted. Looks like it was just a busted play. And I tell you what, hats off to the freshman for just throwing it away. So Troup breaks the huddle. 8:49 left in the first half. Callaway on top 7-0. Same formation for the Tigers. Claps his hands. He drops back to pass. He's rolling to his left. He fires, and it's incomplete. Skips off the turf. Ball intended to Marquavius Kelly.
It looked like there was a little bit of confusion on this side for the Callaway defense. There was guys still running around trying to get lined up, so we might have caught a break on that one.
So 3rd and long again for the Tigers. I'll tell you what, this Callaway defense has been salty here in the first half. Looks like Callaway's going man coverage, too. They have a lot of confidence in their corners.
That's what I was just noticing.
All right, 3rd and 10. Here's the shotgun snap to Todd. He drops back, rolling. He's got pressure. He's sacked. He's sacked in the backfield by LaQuiz Gilbert. And he's dropped around the 7-yard line. LaQuiz Gilbert having himself a half, Chris.
You know, usually that's I know the kid took the sack right there, but normally when you got a freshman or sophomore at quarterback, they usually try to throw the ball into double coverage or something like that and get it intercepted. That was even though he did get sacked for a big loss, that was a smart play by the quarterback.
I've been impressed by his maturity. He hasn't made any bad decisions. And also, too, to his defense, that he hasn't been asked to do a whole lot, but that's what you're going to do with a freshman. So, been impressed with Teo Todd so far. So, Troup back to punt in the shadow of their own goalpost. Here's the snap. Jalen Shepard, the deep man for the Cavs, he's going to come up and let the ball drop in front of him. It's going to take a Troup bounce to around their own 45-yard line. That's where the Cavaliers will set up shop. 1st and 10. We'll keep it right here.
Got about 7 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the second half. Like Andrew said a while ago, got a defensive battle going on here. Both defenses have come to play. I think the offense has come to play, too. The defenses have just stepped up a little bit more. Or, like you said, that's probably going to be what both teams are known for this year is probably their defense.
Oh, yeah. Here comes Callaway breaking the huddle. Man in motion. They're going to fake the jet, give it to Charlie. He's got a huge hole and gets tripped up, the turf monster.
I'm talking about
The turf monster gets him, and I tell you what, the turf monster was Tank Bigsby's worst enemy in the past couple of years. So
I think when he tried to make his cut, his foot slipped out. His plant foot slipped out from under him.
He did. So
he had some running room, too.
34 was on the pursuit for the Troup Tigers. He was in the area. So 2nd and 10, ball at the Troup 46-yard line. Callaway, same formation. Twins to the far side. Demetrius in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's going to throw downfield. He's got a man open, and it's caught. It's caught.
Is that Alfaro? Oh, this guy's saying no.
I'm not sure about that. I don't think he was quite in position to make that call there, Chris.
He was back here telling the chain gang where to be at. That was a catch, I think.
Oh, my goodness. Well, here's the thing. You know, it's early. Referee's still getting into the mix of things. And I will say the crew's done a good job. They haven't thrown a whole lot, you know. And I know I say this every year, but I've made it my personal mission this year. I'm going to.
We talked about that before the game.
We did. I'm going to do my best to let some stuff go. So nonetheless, after the incomplete pass from Coleman, we have 3rd and 10. Cavs in the shotgun. And we have a false start.
Got a false start over there.
Yep. That's unfortunate because it wipes out a first down reception by Carlos Billingsley, but we have a false start on the far side. Looks like Cam Smith, the guilty party. And that's what you get with new receivers, Chris. They're just learning out there, man.
Yeah, he was too close to the sideline, but you would hope that in when a play's supposed to go off right there, the coaches wouldn't holler at him and tell him, hey, take a step over. Because step to the left, when you come into this side anyway, it's not going to really make a huge difference.
No. So there'll be a 5-yard penalty, ball back inside Callaway territory at their own 49. So Callaway has to get to the Troup 36 for a first down. So Callaway's going to break the huddle. Split wide receivers. Looks like Billingsley to the near side. I think that's Shepard to the far.
I think it is.
So Demetrius scans the defense. Troup jumps off sides. No flag. Demetrius rolling to his right. He's looking. He's just going to run. And he's tackled way out of bounds. And there's the flag. There's the flag. So once again, like Callaway did in the first quarter, no reason to hit the Troup player out of bounds. There was no reason for the Troup to pursue out of bounds either.
He was way on the other side of the white, the thick white line.
And you can't do that to quarterbacks. Quarterbacks are protected. So Troup with the costly mistake, it'll be a personal foul on the defense, and Callaway gets a reprieve.
Late hit out of bounds. 15-yard penalty. First down, Callaway.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. Little booze over here on the Troup side, but I'll tell you that they, once again, not sucking up to the refs here, but they have been consistent. consistent.
They've
called it consistently. So that's all you can ask for.
I still think Al Farrell caught that pass. So.
On the DL. Troup jumped off sides again.
Yeah, they jumped off sides again. Did he call it?
Let's see what the call is.
Oh,
they official timeout.
Having trouble with the chains or something.
See what's going on the far side. Looks like it's stretching 9.
You know why they're having trouble with the chains?
What's that?
Will and Tony's not over there running the chains.
Oh, my goodness. Where are they at?
They probably, right now, if there's a buffet anywhere in town, they're probably in the buffet listening to us on the radio.
Now that's Chris right there, Mr. Tony. You didn't hear that from me, so don't get mad at me. So it looks like we have an officials timeout. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. You'll see in the Callaway football on Eagle Sports.
Hello, I'm Dennis Montgomery, and I recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County, God has blessed me with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience. I look forward to taking care of you and your family with all of your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Plus, remember we have great ice cream and shakes at the soda shop here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road.
Hi, football fans. This is Rob Smith from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 28th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online at glensmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Ready to smile.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. High snap on the play. Callaway just lucky to get that ball off. Charlie Dixon plunges forward, no gain on the play. Lucky that Demetrius was able to corral that. The snap has kind of been high here in the second quarter.
You know what I do here? I'd run about 5 plays under center.
Yeah.
Because it's probably doesn't got in the center's back of his head right now. I'd run about 5 plays with Demetrius under center.
Yep. Yep, the I formation is definitely something the Callaway's used in the past. Shotgun snap. Here's the snap to Charlie. Takes the handoff, runs over a guy, and he plunges down to around the 26-yard line. Be a third. We'll call it a long 5 here, Chris. But tell you what, Charlie's running angry.
Yes, running the ball hard. Like I said, I talked to him over at the athletic facility over at the high school before we come over here today, and he's all of them are pumped up about the season starting, but Charlie, dedicating the season to his dad, his senior season to his dad that passed away. So yeah, he's running mad.
All right, check with me at the line of scrimmage. Callaway facing a third, and we'll call it 5 here. Here's the snap, play action fake. Demetrius going to run the quarterback power. He's got the first down and more. And he's down inside the 20-yard line. That's going to be a first down and 10 to go for the Cavs. And that's one thing that Coach Giddens had talked about, is wanting to get Demetrius' legs involved.
Yeah, he did. Talking about that. Well, all the coaches that I had talked to was, saying that they would like to get him, at least 5 or 6 design runs per game this year. Because
he's an efficient runner. He's not a Tez Parks by any means, but who is?
Yeah,
right?
he's one of your best runners on the field.
He just reminds me. He's just sneaky fast, like Dylan Johnson was. Well, Callaway in the shotgun, twins to the far side of the formation. Here's the snap. Demetrius looking.
Got a flag.
And that flag, I just think he was quick off the jump, but it looks like Zai Varner is going to bring Demetrius down around the 20-yard line, but I think we have a pre-snap penalty, and they need to blow that whistle. It should be a dead ball. You can get somebody hurt doing that.
Especially a guy the size as I.
Yeah, I thought a false start was a dead ball.
Yeah.
So Troup declines it. They're going to take the loss on the play, loss of around 3, 2nd and 13. So the good thing, though, now is we are in field goal range, whereas, Eubanks has shown the ability. He went to the Coles kicking camp over the summer. So he's put in a lot of work, and he's definitely a weapon in the kicking game. So Callaway,
he's looked good all year at practice. I've noticed him a lot at practice. He's looked real good. Looked like we're going to have a timeout for the Tigers.
Timeout for Troup. We'll take a timeout with him. Another 60 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Kia of LaGrange would like to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedan. Kia has transformed the Kia Optima into the sedan of the future. The all-new, totally awesome 2021 Kia K5. Yeah, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. You can drive a 2021 Kia K5 LX model starting at only $23,998. Test drive one today. Kia of LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. Callaway calls Troup coming out of a timeout. Callaway facing a second down, we'll call it 13, ball at the 22-yard line of Troup. Callaway's got twins to the near side. Demetrius in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's looking. He's going to throw it out in space to Carlos Billingsley. He makes a man miss around the 20, and he fights forward, and the ball's out. Ball's out. Looks like Troup's got it.
I think we can feel back.
Oh, wow. Lady Luck strikes again for the Cavaliers. Callaway getting the ball.
Lost it too.
So looks like Callaway's going to face a 3rd down and 10 at the original line of scrimmage. So lucky break there.
Looked like there's a lot of slipping going on out there tonight.
I just wonder if it's from the humidity.
That's got to be something. That's like the 3rd or 4th Callaway receiver I've seen slip, and then several of the Troup backs and receivers too.
Yep.
It's 3rd down and 10.
All right, 3rd and 10 for the Cavs. 3:35 left in the first half. Here's a shotgun snap to Demetrius. Play action. He's looking. He's thrown into the end zone. He's got a man down, and it's caught. It's caught. And that's a touchdown for the Cavaliers. That's Jalen Shepard on the touchdown reception.
And pass interference.
What's the call? That's got to be defensive pass interference.
He looked like he was face guarding.
That's got to be a touchdown.
Are they pointing to Callaway?
Yep. Well, I think they pointed. Yeah, pass interference on Troup. That's declined. Touchdown. Jalen Shepard on 3rd and long. Callaway takes a 13-0 lead over the Tigers. Great throw, great catch. Senior to senior.
Great throw by Demetrius where only one person could catch it. Got Blake Eubanks coming in for the extra point here.
All right, Eubanks back for the extra point. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is
great job.
Good. So with 3:22 left in the first half, Callaway on top 14-0. We'll take it back to the station for a 60 spot. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
The world has changed, but your desire to live your healthiest life has not. From temperature checks to extra deep cleaning, your health and safety when you visit our offices, health parks, and hospitals remains our top priority. Our primary care and specialty medical experts are ready to see you through any health concern you may have. We are here for Georgia, and we are here for you. WellStar, more than healthcare, people care.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle 102.3, WELR-FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, on the kickoff, Blake Eubanks with the angle kick, and Anthony Ferguson takes a huge risk letting it roll into the end zone. And
I know that ball hit like 15 yards outside the end zone.
So that ball trickles into the end zone for a touchback, and that was a huge risk he took there. Paid off for him, but that could have been disastrous.
Man.
So here comes the Troup offense coming back for another drive. This Callaway defense, I think, has been the story of the first half, Chris.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They have.
Playing like a veteran group.
Right.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Todd in the gun. We've got 2x2 set on each side. Different little formation here. Watch the trick play. Here's the snap. Straight ahead to Ferguson looking for a hole, and he's got nothing. And looks like AT. Austin Thomas blowing that play up. No gain on the play. We haven't called his name a whole lot, but Austin Thomas is about as important to that defense as anybody.
And, I was thinking the other day, we was at practice. I was watching him at practice. If there's one kid in the last 4 or 5 years that exemplifies a Callaway football player,
Austin Thomas,
Callaway football player, it's got to be Austin Thomas. Grit, gut, 100% every play.
Huge play right there for the Cavs. Here's a shotgun snap. Todd looking. He's got a man open, and it's caught. It's caught for a first down, and he's up to the 40. Biggest play of the night for Troup. Good throw and catch for the young freshman.
Good throw.
A gain of 19. First down, Tigers.
So first down, ball up to the 39-yard line of Troup. 2:31 left in the first half.
Troup has, 2 timeouts left?
Yep.
One?
Troup has one timeout left. Each team has one.
Okay.
So that might be the biggest gain of the night for the Tigers. A good-looking play. Looked like this little combo route. Little comeback on the inside of the field, and 11 did a great job catching that ball and getting upfield.
And it looks like they're going to use their last timeout. Troup does.
Yep. Timeout, Troup. So we'll take another 60 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, football fans. This is Kenny Sand from Glenn Smith in Oklahoma. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football once again. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live in. Play, work, worship, and retire. In our 28th year, we are your Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. Get ready to smile.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts, and recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County and 32 years of pharmacy experience, I look forward to reacquainting myself with old Coley Drugs customers and to taking care of you and your family with all your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet, with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Remember, we still do custom compounding of prescriptions here at the Moody Bridge location, and I have the keys in my pocket.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back, everybody. After the timeout, Anthony Ferguson runs around left end, picks up a solid 5 yards up to the 45. So 2nd and 5. Clock under 2 minutes, 1:50 left in the half. Troup PA announced with a little generous spot there.
Yeah. That's what I was looking.
It's all in the sake of fun. We're having a good time out here. So here comes Troup, another 2x2 set. A little different formation here.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one tonight.
Todd in the gun. Here's the snap. He's going to give it straight ahead. Great job by Chauncey Bradford, just eating Ferguson for lunch. No gain on the play. I tell you, Chauncey Bradford's another senior. You college scouts, if you need a defensive tackle, let us know.
Oh, yeah. That kid can get after it.
Absolutely. So
looks like they're going to let the time run down and try to.
I think if they get a first down, they'll hurry up. If not, they'll try to eat it up. So trips to the near side for the Tigers. Here's the shotgun snap. Todd's back. He's looking. He's throwing it down the middle, and it's almost intercepted. And it's caught off the tip. And Troup might score on this.
You have got to be kidding me.
So just like last night, Northside, a potential interception for LaGrange. Northside caught it for a touchdown. The ricochet goes to the Tigers, and Troup's in business inside Callaway territory. So the freshman gets away with one, threw it right to the Callaway defender. I couldn't see who that was. That was a bullet, though.
That was, yeah.
So Lady Luck has been on Callaway's side, and now she stabs us in the back. So I'm going to blame that one on Greg Hicks, that Auburn fan down there. He probably called that play from the booth. All right, here's a shotgun snap for Troup. They're looking. He's got pressure. He's got pressure. He's rolling out to his right. He's looking. There's nothing there, and he absorbs a huge hit. Cheeto Patterson finishes him off for a huge loss on the play.
I'm telling you, if I'm one of the coaches, I'm telling my kid to get out of bounds right there. I mean,
that's the face of the franchise right there.
Yeah.
So that'll end. That'll be the last play of the half. Callaway on top, 14-0. We'll take a full timeout back to the station. We'll come back for the halftime show. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Life costs money. Sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee, number 5656.
Hi, friends. TLW Todd Parrish here at Kia LaGrange, and I want to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedans. Our friends and neighbors at Kia Motors manufacturing plant in West Point have totally transformed the Optima into the sedan of the future. The all-new, totally awesome 2021 K5. Yep, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. Starting only at $23,988. Hurry on over to Kia LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway, or check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Slot number 112750 to Kia LaGrange for complete details. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway here on the Callaway football halftime show. Callaway on top of Troup, 14-0 as we go to the half. Story of the first half, the Callaway defense swarming. LaQuiz Gilbert is a tackling machine, and Demetrius Coleman showing flashes of his former self from last year with a nice 16-yard touchdown pass to close the half to Jalen Shepard. So a lot to talk about, a lot to digest here as we get into the halftime show. So we'll take it back to the station for another full timeout. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal? Turn to Wellstar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At Wellstar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
State Farm, this is Bill.
It finally got me, Bill.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes.
Oh.
Year after rim-wrecking year, it's tormented the people of this town. It got me good.
But you know, State Farm's got you too.
You hear that? You ain't nothing!
You trash talking a pothole?
Yes, I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hi, football fans. Brian Bonner from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the teams, coaches, band, and cheerleaders, and, of course, the family and friends. We are proud to be your Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer for the East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith, Chevy, Buick, GMC. Get ready to smile.
Hello, I'm Tommy Whitworth from the Medicine Cabinet. It's great to be back to playing high school football. And since we had football last year, we have added 2 old pharmacy friends, Steve Butts and Dennis Montgomery, to our wonderful staff. The 3 of us combined have over 100 plus years of experience. We look forward to taking care of you and your family here at the Medicine Cabinets, 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. And as my old friend from Wedowee, Harold Harmon, said, we have the keys in our pocket.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. Callaway on top 14-0 over the Troup Tigers in a pretty defensive first half of play. Both defenses playing really well for both teams. Been really impressed with Teo Todd, the freshman quarterback for Troup. He's played calm, cool, and collect within himself, and he's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in the near future for the Troup Tigers. So. But like I said, a story of the first half. Callaway's defense, the running game, Charlie Dixon scoring a touchdown from 15 yards out. And the young Callaway receiver starting to make some plays in the passing game. That was the big question mark coming in. So looks like those questions starting to get answered a little bit, and Callaway's defense is salty as expected. So we'll take it back to the station for another break. When we come back, we'll give you the sights and sounds of the Troup High Marching Tigers. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
The world has changed, but your desire to live your healthiest life has not. From temperature checks to extra deep cleaning, your health and safety when you visit our offices, health parks, and hospitals remains our top priority. Our primary care and specialty medical experts are ready to see you through any health concern you may have. We are here for Georgia, and we are here for you. WellStar, more than healthcare, people care.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee, number 5656.
Hello, I'm Dennis Montgomery, and I recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County, God has blessed me with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience. I look forward to taking care of you and your family with all of your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Plus, remember we have great ice cream and shakes at the soda shop here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium at the half. Callaway on top 14-0 over the Troup Tigers, and as promised, we'll take it to the field and give you the sights and sounds of the Troup High Marching Tigers. Hope you enjoy.
like you. They drive like you, but they cost thousands less. They're Toyota certified used vehicles. They're the best of the best.
All right, and that'll wrap up the show. A little quick version with the coronavirus. They want to give them enough time to get back up here. So, but we got another 10 minutes left here in the halftime show. We'll take it back to the station. We'll do another full timeout. We'll come back. We'll break down what we saw here in the first half. I've got Chris back up here on the top of the press box with me. So I hope Jack and Greg are enjoying that HVAC system there in the booth. So, but anyways, listening to Callaway football and Eagle Sports.
Kia of LaGrange would like to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedan. Kia has transformed the Kia Optima into the sedan of the future. The all-new, totally awesome 2021 Kia K5. Yep, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. You can drive a 2021 Kia K5 LX model starting at only $23,998. Test drive one today. Kia of LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Hi, football fans. I'm Kelly Watkins with Glenn Smith and Opelika. We love this time of the year with all the excitement in football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the teams, coaches, bands, the cheerleaders, and, of course, the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here to Callaway Stadium, where our Callaway Cavaliers are on top 14-0 in the first ever Color Rush game here.
Oh, yeah.
Callaway wearing their new red jerseys, red pants, black helmets. Troup wearing their traditional blue helmets and blue jerseys. So cool. I think it's really cool to see that. It's really, the colors really popping on the field. But Chris, we've been going in and out of break. I gave a few of my thoughts here on the first half. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, like I heard you saying when I ran downstairs for a minute, really, I wouldn't say surprised at the defense. I mean, I've been seeing them practice all year, and well, not all year, but since we've started back practice.
Feels like a year.
Feels like a year. But yeah, like you said, I mean, we lost 3, 4, 5 big guys off defense last year. These young kids like Schumann, to name one, several other ones have, really stepped up and doing a great job of filling these guys' shoes so far. Knight's still young, still got 2 quarters of football left, and on the offensive side, I think the offensive line, which we knew they were going to be good, coming back, they've really opened some holes for Charlie, had a big run call back, give Demetrius, a lot of protection when he's back there, throwing the ball. Had a few receivers that got hit in the hands with the ball that I feel like should have been caught, but I think, practice speed and game speed is totally different. You know that like I do, Demetrius is amped up. He's going to throw the ball probably twice as hard in the game as he does in practice. So I think it's just getting the jitters worked out right now. And I think by seeing these kids in practice, four heck of receivers, 4 of the best receivers in the state. Yep. We lost last year. So these kids knew they had some big shoes to fill, and they in competition with themselves. Yep. They want to see who's going to be the number one guy to step up and be Demetrius' favorite target. But overall, if I had to, the mistakes are down. We did have a bonehead 15-yard penalty. Troup had a bonehead 15-yard penalty. But as far as, turnovers, last 2 years when we started, I think we had 12, 15 penalties. And here we are starting 6 minutes before the half starts. I think we may have 3 or 4. So real impressed by how we look so far. Not having a game, to kind of get the rust off like Troup did against Harris County. But but overall, real impressed by what I'm seeing tonight, and really looking forward to what 2020 is going to bring for the Cavaliers.
Yep, still another half of football to be played. And we remember what happened last year in the second half.
Oh, yeah.
Troup exploded onto the scene with Hail Marys and onside kicks and everything.
Yes.
So this game is far from over. Troup, very talented team like we talked about in the pregame. So we'll take it back to the station for another full timeout. We'll come back with more of the Callaway Football Halftime Show. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Hi, friends. TOW Todd Parrish here at Kia LaGrange, and I want to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedans. Our friends and neighbors at Kia Motors manufacturing plant in West Point have totally transformed the Optima into the sedan of the future. The all-new, totally awesome 2021 K5. Yep, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. Starting only at $23,988. Hurry on over to Kia LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway, or check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Slot number 112750 to Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back, Callaway Nation. Callaway on top 14-0 over the Troup Tigers as we get ready to start the second half of play. The Troup specialists out on the field getting their kicks in. The Troup team coming onto the field as well to get their pregame stretches in before the start of the half. Callaway in the end zone to our right, getting stretched out, ready for the second half of play. And we talked about before we went into the break, Chris, how last year Callaway was on top 40-14 at the half. It was 40-37 before Callaway touched the football again.
Yes, I'm talking about when they say the wheels came off, they came off quick. We were just sitting there.
We were in shock.
Didn't know what to say. We were just looking at each other like, what is going on?
Oh, I think we said some words we can't say on air either. We had to
cut
the mics off too. So, but crazy half a play. But that shows you the talent that Troup has.
Yes.
And I know this is the Callaway broadcast, and we're going to give you everything from a red and black lens here. But Troup's a talented football team. You know, they have a freshman quarterback. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
And I said this on my show a couple weeks ago, Chris. You know, Jake Fromm at Georgia, 2017. He led his team to a national championship appearance by handing the ball off, defense playing championship defense, and throwing off play action and just not making the big mistake. I think we're seeing a lot of that from Teo Todd. There has been a couple of mistakes he's gotten away with, but he's 14 years old. That's going to happen, but, I mean, Troup has got to be happy with their future at the quarterback position.
They letting him work his way into the offense and not trying to put too much on his plate, so to speak. They letting him like you said, managing the ball, running the ball. Then if it comes down to 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, something like that, then, throw a little screen pass or a little, flag pattern across the middle or something like that. But, yeah, I think the Troup coaches have done a great job managing the freshman quarterback.
For sure. And then Anthony Ferguson, who rushed for over 290 yards against Harris County, I think he's maybe has 50 in the first half. So the Callaway defense has just shut him down. Outside of a big 20-yard run in the first quarter, third play of the game, he hasn't really done a whole lot. And I think that has a lot to say that we talked about this Callaway veteran defense that prides themselves on stopping the run.
That's right. Got a veteran defense and got a veteran leader over there on the sideline, Coach Dusty Hubbard. Been doing it for a while now, and always got may have the smallest defense on the field,
but they'll hit you the hardest.
But they're gonna hit you the hardest. But yeah, they're doing a heck of a job. Real impressed by them, and like I said, when halftime started, real impressed by the offensive line. Because Troup's got size on the defensive line, and they got size on all. They got some big kids on the line on both sides of the ball.
Yep. And as Bill Belichick says, it's a 60-minute game. We don't play 15-minute quarters in high school.
Right.
But we got to finish this game out.
Right.
It's not over. We saw that last year, so a lot of football left to play. So we'll take another full timeout back to the station. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff here in the second half. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, football fans. Michael Lee from Glenn Smith Chevrolet Opelika. We love this time of year and all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play, part of supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, bands, cheerleaders, and, of course, the families and fans. We're proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer of East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Kia of LaGrange would like to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedan. Kia has transformed the Kia Optima into the sedan of the future. The all-new, totally awesome 2021 Kia K5. Yep, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. You can drive a 2021 Kia K5 LX model starting at only $23,998. Test drive one today. Kia of LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts, and recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County and 32 years of pharmacy experience, I look forward to reacquainting myself with old Coley Drugs customers and to taking care of you and your family with all your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet, with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Remember, we still do custom compounding of prescriptions here at the Moody Bridge location, and I have the keys in my pocket.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Callaway Stadium. Callaway getting ready to receive the second half kickoff. And Chris, does Troup resort to the onside? Do they reach back into the bag of tricks that worked for them last year and they try to manufacture some momentum?
We're talking about Coach Tanner Glisson here, right?
I feel like he's approaching Coach Barron territory where we say this in an endearing way. We just don't trust him. You can't trust him.
Thank the world of him. He's a heck of a coach. I've known him since he was a kid, running around throwing the football around down in Manchester in the I ain't gonna say what decade we was in because I'll tell my age. But with managing the offense like they have, it'd be the perfect time, to catch a defense setting back, run up the middle, run right, run left, screen play, and go for something, kind of crazy.
Definitely got to be on your toes here. I know this is something Callaway kind of worked on a little bit. Practice this week was the onside kick, and that's just trying to make sure that, and here they are again. They got the hands team. They don't trust them. The thing I just said to start the second half, they remember last year, and here's the hands teams out for the Cavaliers. We got LaQuiz Gilbert, Jarvis Parks, number 19, Marion Copeland on the front line, Austin Thomas, Jalen Shepard. Here we go to start the second half. Troup, the two-kicker look here. See what they decide to do, and they decide to kick it deep. Jalen Shepard's going to run back. It's going to pop up to him around the 5. Not a whole lot of blocking here. He's up to the 10 looking for a block. He's to the 20. And he's loose. He's loose. He's to the 40, and he's wrapped up at the 45-yard line, and he almost took that to the house with no blocking, Chris.
He did.
Wow.
He had 2 guys over there with him, and he kind of slowed down and let it develop in front of him, and he had one arm tackle away from going to the house.
Huge momentum player right there, and you saw Troup come out with that look. And Callaway gave him and said, "No, sir, not today."
Yeah, no, what they gonna do?
Not what do they say? Not today, devil.
Yeah, not today.
So Callaway sets up shop 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Great field position. Looks like Callaway's going to come out. Taylor Smith's going to enter the game at receiver. He's to the far side. Osiris Rivas to the near. They bring Taylor in motion. Lines up in the slot. 10 seconds on the play clock. Demetrius in the shotgun. He claps his hands. He gives it straight ahead to Charlie Dixon. He's looking for a hole, and he's lucky to pick up around 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. And I tell you, Troup's done a really good job on the interior of that defense, being able to kind of handle their running game.
They have, because look, they got size, good size on the defensive line, and they just what they're doing. They're just plugging the holes up and letting the linebackers make the plays.
Absolutely. So we got speed on the field at receiver. Osiris Rivas on the edge. You have Jalen Shepard in the slot. Shotgun set for the Cavaliers. Here's the snap to Demetrius. They're going to toss it to Charlie around left down. He's looking for a block, and he gets it. He cuts back up, and he's near midfield to the 50. Sets up around 3rd and 2. And, those runs last year with a guy like Tank, those turn into huge runs. But, oh, no, we have an injured Tiger.
He's pointing to his midsection like he got the breath knocked out.
Is that number 10?
Yeah.
That's I think that's Jay Scott. I want to apologize, Troup fans, if I got the number wrong. But heck of a player. Prayers to him. Hope he's okay. We'll take a quick timeout back to the station while they tend to the injured Troup Tiger. You're listening to Callaway Football and Eagle Sports.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with all your home and auto insurance needs.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back, everybody, on the 3rd and short play. A bad snap again. Comes back to bite the Cavaliers. Demetrius can't fall on it. Troup falls on the football. They take over at the Callaway 40-yard line. So defense not backed up too much, but probably the worst position they've been in tonight.
Yeah, we had a little 3rd and short. It was manageable. And
the snap was just unbelievably
just
high. So Callaway rushes a defensive lineman onto the field. Troup in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Ferguson, a route right in. He's looking for a block. There's nowhere to go. He dances. He makes a man miss. He's looking for another hole, and he wiggles and squirms his way up for about a 6-yard gain inside the 35 down to the 34. So 2nd down. We'll call it 4 here, Chris.
He ran about 30 yards, though.
Yeah. You see the talent.
Oh, yeah. Kid's got a lot of talent. Great runner.
And Anthony Ferguson spent his last 3 seasons at Manchester High School playing for the Blue Devils. Coach Glisson's alma mater. Here comes Troup in a trips to the near side set. Little single wide to the far. Todd scans the defense. Claps his hands, takes the snap. He gives it straight ahead to Ferguson. He's looking for a hole in it. LaQuiz Gilbert eats him for lunch and slams him to the turf.
Great play.
That'll set up a 3rd. We'll call it 10. I don't know about that spot. Oh, no. His forward progress wasn't. So they give him a yard on the play, Chris. Goodness gracious,
that was a yard or two behind.
That is he was tackled in the backfield. You don't get
no
forward progress when you're sacked in the backfield.
Dang.
Goodness gracious. Okay then. So third, we'll call it 7, long 7 here. Ball at the 35-yard line of Callaway. This might be 2-down territory for the Tigers. Same formation for Troup. Todd takes the snap. He's looking. He's got backside pressure. He throws it out, and it's dropped. It's dropped by Zy Varner. Callaway's picked it up. Lil Dew Williams thinking it's a fumble, but it is a backwards pass. So it's incomplete, so it sets up a 4th down. We'll see what Troup decides to do.
Yeah, they look like they're going to go for it right here.
And you know what? You've got Cheeto, a.k.a. Lathan Patterson, number 58, playing at the defensive tackle position. He's doing a heck of a job. Looks like 45 for the Cavaliers checks in. Cameron Gunn, really good freshman. So here comes Troup. Might have a false start there on Troup. They got away with it.
Yeah, they got
he's
a flag out there now.
Todd tucks it and runs. He's going to pick up the 1st down, but that's coming back from the false start. Looks like Zy Varner did the same thing that Cam Smith did in the second quarter. Kind of shifted real late and didn't get set in time. So that'll back Troup up 5 yards. It'll be 4th, and we'll call it 11. And once again, Chris, back to the old saying, ball don't lie. You know, so that's back where it should have been spotted on the run. So
we believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 28th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, we're back. Apologize for the inadvertent commercial break there, but Troup elects to punt. Really good kick, just unfortunately bounces into the end zone, so Callaway takes over at the 20-yard line. So Callaway catches another break on the bad snap. So we'll see if they can get that taken care of here. Same formation for the Cavs. Twins to the far side of the field. Demetrius in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, give it straight ahead to Charlie Dixon. He's looking for a hole. And he just rumbles ahead for about 3 yards. And I'm telling you, Chris, I don't know. He's kind of missing a cutback lane where, you know, he's getting the safe 5-yard run. But, you know, those are the plays last year that Tank would cut back and he'd be off to the races.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to compare Charlie to Tank because they're two completely different.
Yeah, totally different runners.
Yes. Both great in their own rights. But Charlie's more of your Derrick Henry and, you know, Tank's more of your, you know, Saquon Barkley kind of guy. But nonetheless, 2nd down. We'll call it 7 to go for the Cavaliers. Ball at the 24-yard line. Cavs in the shotgun. Twins to the near side. Here's the snap. We're going to give it to Charlie on a delay. And he just gets wrapped up, and he's just holding on for dear life. Troup's defense getting salty there in the middle, Chris. And
good pursuit out of the defensive line on that one. They were all in on that tackle.
So brings up, we'll call it 3rd down again, 3rd and 7. Callaway ball spot inside their own 25-yard line at the 24. Callaway's going to go with Twins to the far side. Looks like Taylor Smith's going to be the lone wide receiver to the near.
Make some noise, Tiger fans. It's 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 7 to go for the Cavs. Demetrius in the gun. Got to make a play for his team here. Here's the snap. Play action fake. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. He's throwing downfield. He's got a man open and just overthrows Kevin Diaz-Alfaro around the Troup 40-yard line. Good throw, just a little too much on it.
Great throw. Yeah, Farrow was double covered. Great play call on that.
Yeah.
Great play call.
Great play call by Coach Zach Giddens. I almost said Coach Napier. I'm so used to saying his name, but the one downside there with Kevin, he's just so short. And that's no slide on him. He's just hard to see down there. So, so he's a great player, and he's going to definitely make some plays for us this season. So Jalen Shepard back to punt for the Cavs. Here's the snap. Bad snap. Jalen's got to jump on it, and we're Troup. It came back to bite Troup in the second quarter. This may come back to bite the Cavaliers.
I'm going to tell you, that snap hit him dead in the hands right there. I think I think his hands might have been wet and sweaty.
You got to catch that first, and Troup's got it first and goal at the 10-yard line. And let's see if Callaway, this is definitely four-down territory. Let's see if this defense has another stop in them. 6:56 left. Callaway on top 14-0 here in the third quarter. That's two back-to-back mistakes.
I might have spoke too soon at halftime about the mistakes being down.
Well, this is the first game, so Todd in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Ferguson. He's looking for a hole. And great tackle by Austin Thomas. Looks like he lost around 2 yards, 3 yards on the play. Oh, no, we got a guy down. Is that Keyshawn Suggs? It's a big old guy. It looks like Keyshawn Suggs. Keyshawn's down for the Cavaliers. They're going to come out and check on him real quick. So we'll take it back to the station for a 60-second break. Listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
Hello, I'm Tommy Whitworth from the Medicine Cabinet. It's great to be back to playing high school football. And since we had football last year, we have added two old pharmacy friends, Steve Butts and Dennis Montgomery, to our wonderful staff. The three of us combined have over 100-plus years of experience. We look forward to taking care of you and your family here at the Medicine Cabinets, 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. And as my old friend from Wedowee, Harold Harmon, said, we have the keys in our pocket.
The world has changed, but your desire to live your healthiest life has not. From temperature checks to extra deep cleaning, your health and safety when you visit our offices, health parks, and hospitals remains our top priority. Our primary care and specialty medical experts are ready to see you through any health concern you may have. We are here for Georgia, and we are here for you. WellStar, more than healthcare, people care.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Oh, no. Welcome back, everybody, after the timeout. Troup tries to run it again. They get stuffed, so 3rd and goal from the 10, and now Jalen Shepard's down, holding his leg. That's somebody we can't afford to lose right there, Chris. He's very important.
It's one of the leaders on defense.
So he's got his helmet off. He's holding his leg, his quad. Let's hope it's just a cramp. Yeah, it looks like it's possibly a cramp here. So while they tend to Jalen, we'll take it back to the station for another 60-second spot. You're listening to Callaway Football and Eagle Sports.
Hello, I'm Dennis Montgomery, and I recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County, God has blessed me with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience. I look forward to taking care of you and your family with all of your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Plus, remember we have great ice cream and shakes at the soda shop here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, we're back, everybody. Jalen helped off the field. 3rd and goal from the 10. Troup looking to throw it in the end zone. And it's incomplete. Zy Varner going for the fade right there. I think that's Osiris.
That's good coverage. Yeah.
Rivas on the coverage, I believe, for the Cavs. No, he's to the near side. Who was that, Chris?
I can't see the number. He's kind of turned sideways.
It's great coverage, though.
That's one thing about those dark numbers.
Number 16, I think Cameron Burton on the
dark
coverage.
red, yeah, I can't hardly tell with them over there in that corner.
So 4th and goal, Troup elects to go for it. Watch for some kind of misdirection here, trick play, some kind of backside throw. Tigers going for it. 4th and goal from the 10. Here's the snap to Todd. He's up. He's looking for the fade route. He's going up, and it's overthrown, and oh my goodness.
I knew that was coming after the last play.
That looked, oh my goodness, I don't know about that. They were all going for the ball there. Let them play. See what the call is. It's most likely going to be pass interference, and that'll bail Troup out there. And I think that's what they were looking for there was a bailout. Yeah. I'd also argue that was an uncatchable pass. So I think that's Coach Wiggins is arguing the same thing of an uncatchable pass. Goodness. Well, Callaway stopped him once. Let's see if they can stop him again. I think that's a half the distance to the goal penalty.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
So 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Is it automatic or is it repeat?
Well, still got 4th.
Oh, it remains 4th down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was going off the college rule. I apologize to the audience back home. That's my bad.
Callaway's going to burn a timeout right here.
Coach Hubbard wants a timeout. So we'll take another one with him. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. We'll see you in the Callaway Football and Eagle Sports.
At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, we're back here at Callaway Stadium. 4th and goal after the pass interference on the previous 4th and goal. Troups lining up Zai Varner to that far side again. Looks like they like that matchup on the fade route. I don't know if they'll go back to the well again and try it.
I think we got us a new slogan for 2020. I know it's early.
What's that?
Let them play.
Let them play, yes. We want to play. I think's been the saying around.
Yeah.
So looks like Osiris Rivas is going to man up in here. Cam Smith coming down from his safety spot will play press man. Here comes Troup. Todd, shotgun snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's got a man open, and he's caught for the touchdown. That's a great play call there. Number 11 on the reception. Dean on the reception for the Tigers. So 5:47 left in the third, and Troup finally gets on the board thanks to a couple of Callaway miscues right there. They by no means drove the field on this Callaway defense, but at some point the well was going to break if you keep backing them up that far.
Yeah. Defense is probably tired too, as humid as it is,
Yep.
humid and hot. Try for the extra point right here. Right down the middle, good. So that brings us to 5 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Callaway leading 14-7.
Yep, 14-7. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. Listen to Callaway Football and Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. TLWD Todd Parrish here at Kia LaGrange. I want to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedans. Our friends and neighbors at Kia Motors manufacturing plant in West Point have totally transformed the Optima into the sedan of the future. All new, totally awesome 2021 K5. Yep, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. Starting only at $23,988. Hurry on over to Kia LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway or check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Slot number 112750 to Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Callaway Stadium. Troup strikes off the short field, 14-7. Here we got the kickoff. See if they'd elect to go onside or go deep again. We're going to kick it to no man's land. I'd just let this roll out of bounds.
Better get it.
Oh, my goodness. It didn't roll out of bounds.
Just got right there and stopped.
We pick it up, and we're running it back, and he's loose.
Got a hole.
He's got a hole. That's Osiris Rivas.
He's gone.
He's to the 50. He's to the 40. He's got one man to beat. He cuts it back.
Touchdown.
He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Callaway. Touchdown, Callaway. And just like that, Callaway surges back and takes the momentum. Osiris Rivas with the return right there. What a play, Chris.
The ball had come to a stop on the 10-yard line. He had no blockers in front of him. We thought the ball was going to go out of bounds.
I did too, and he picks it up, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, Troup's about to pin us deep."
Yeah,
and
I thought he was just to be down on the 10-yard line.
And I tell you what, we talked about the defense needed a break.
Yeah.
I think they'll take that though.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That'll fire you up to go play.
Oh yeah.
So here comes the extra point. Eubanks in to kick. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick's up, and the kick's right down the middle. So with 5:29 left in the third, Callaway strikes back with a 95-yard kickoff return by Osiris Rivas.
We got
something going on here. No flags thrown. Okay, yeah, we will go to the timeout. We'll take a 60 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Football and Eagle Sports.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts, and recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County and 32 years of pharmacy experience, I look forward to reacquainting myself with old Coley Drugs customers and to taking care of you and your family with all your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet, with 3 locations in LaGrange: Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Remember, we still do custom compounding of prescriptions here at the Moody Bridge location, and I have the keys in my pocket.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back to Callaway Stadium, everybody. Osiris Rivas getting the momentum back for the Cavaliers on a huge 95-yard touchdown run. Callaway on top of 21-7.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, and I wasn't even on the field.
So Eubanks back to kick.
Looked like they may do that little
pooch.
Yeah, over there about the 30-yard line.
He trots forward and he kicks it. It's a little pooch kick, and it'll be fielded.
Nobody's on it. Nobody's on it.
And it's going to be corralled around the 19-yard line. Great execution by Eubanks.
That was good. That was a good play.
All right.
Going to bring up first down for the Tigers on the 19-yard line. See if Callaway can dig in right here and get 3 and out and go over there and let Charlie pound the ball 5 or 6 times. Give him a break. Let him get some water.
Defense has been out here for a minute. So here comes Troup. Todd back in the gun. Got twins to the near side. Claps his hands, takes the snap. They're going to run a delayed draw to Ferguson, and he is just eaten up at the line of scrimmage. He looks like Charlie Dixon's checked back into the game at linebacker.
Yeah, he's in linebacker. Great pursuit by really the whole Callaway front on that one. All of them was in on the stop.
So no gain on the play for the Tigers. Troup breaks the huddle. Looks like Zy Varner to the far side all by himself.
Keep an eye on him. He's been quiet all night.
Yeah, he's one of their playmakers for sure. Todd claps his hands, drops back. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. That ball is going to be caught and complete. Pushed out of bounds around the 25. Great coverage and a good catch. Sets up a third down. We'll call it a long 4. That's Dean who caught the touchdown pass down here on this side of the field. So he's had a pretty good game for the Tigers. I don't see Shepard back on the field for the Cavaliers. Rivas is back out there after that long kickoff. So, he's probably desperate for a break. He'd probably love to get a 3 and out here and get back to the sideline. Here comes Troup, same formation. This time Zy Varner in the slot for the Tigers. Anthony Ferguson to the right of Teo Todd. Here's the shotgun snap. They're going to hand it to Todd. He's just destroyed in the backfield. Callaway was ready for that. It's going to be a 4th down.
Alan Schumann, the sophomore in, leading the tacklers for Callaway.
And Chris, we saw in the first half that Todd would pull it and keep it sometimes. And I'm telling you, it would shock me on the next series the way Callaway's collapsing on that run. He pulls it, keeps it. So if your responsibility is that quarterback, be careful.
Yeah.
So, here's our man, Troup punter number 82.
That's him.
So we'll call him LeBron. Isaac. Yep.
Isaac James.
Got to be careful. It's like Charlie Dixon was going to go back to return. Here's the snap. They're just going to let that ball go. It's going to bounce out of bounds around the.
Oh, we got a flag. We got two of them tussling over here.
That's going to be a personal foul on Troup.
We got a flag.
Who is that for the Tigers? 38? I don't know what happened over there, Chris.
They just locked up.
That might be offsetting. We'll see what the call is here. All I saw was the Troup player throw him to the ground, but who knows what happened first. We'll see what the officiating crew just they'll let us know what happened here. That flag was late, too, as the ball was going out of bounds. Callaway's going to have good field position depending on this flag. We'll see what the call is. Let's see here. How can you have a block in the back on a no return? I'm not a fan of a hold when there's no return. I mean, that doesn't just. Oh my goodness, that's a.
Kind of like, well, I can see like the block in the back on the 20, and the runner's already back up here to the other 20 because block in the back can get you hurt. But yeah, like a hold or something, that ain't.
That's interesting. I'll just say that. That's interesting right there. That's an interesting time to call that. So Callaway, instead of 1st and 10 at their own 45, it's 1st and 10 at their own 36.
I'd like to see them get a few runs in right here and give the defense a rest be ready for the fourth quarter. Run some clock right here.
Well, that's the thing is the defense needs to get a break if they want to make a stand here in this fourth quarter. All right, here comes the Callaway offense. Demetrius takes the snap. He's going to give it straight ahead to Charlie. And I tell you what, Chris, that I'm seeing from Charlie is I'm not seeing a lot of decisiveness when he gets the ball. There's a lot of jittering, and he's kind of waiting for the hole to come. I just want to see him lower his head and pick up a couple yards. So 2nd and 10. I know there's been some bad snaps and that kind of messes your rhythm up here. Right. But if I'm Charlie, I'm just going to get the ball and just put my head down and try to pick up.
Just hit where the hole's supposed to be.
Yes.
If it's not there.
So same formation for the Cavaliers, split wide receivers. Here's the snap. Demetrius going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's got someone open on the backside. Oh, my goodness. And he had Charlie wide open who would have walked in for a touchdown.
He was throwing it off his back foot, falling backwards. He couldn't get nothing on the ball. He was under pressure.
Yep, and Charlie.
There wasn't nobody within 20 yards.
I think Charlie was in the middle of running his route. Didn't see it there. But what a play call by Coach Zach Giddens. But 3rd and 10 right there, and Callaway's got to pick up a first down right here. So looks like Q Redding and E. Reed to the near side at receiver. Reed's a tall receiver, kind of like Antonez Blunt. All right, here's the snap. We got a flag. Probably a false start. Yeah, line judge looked pretty eager to call that one. He looked like he was all over that. So that's going to back Callaway up 5 more yards. So this might be one of those situations where I just punt it, try to eat some clock, and maybe you can pin them deep. But the last time without your punter here, does Eubanks come in and punt? Because we haven't seen Shepard return.
Who was that the other day at practice they had backing up while they had him on defense? I can't remember the kid they had punting.
Number 84, I think.
Yeah, he was doing a decent job.
All right, shotgun set for the Cavaliers. Here's the snap, play action fake, and Demetrius is in trouble, and he just gets depleted on the sack. And I tell you what, there was this offensive line's got to block. Yeah. You've got to block. There's really no excuse for that.
You know what I think? I think that ball was supposed to go to Charlie originally on the screen sweep or whatever you call it.
And Charlie wasn't looking.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, Callaway goes 3 and out. Eubanks back to punt. This will be his first career punt, I think. It's a snap. Ooh, barely got that one away, but Troup's going to have incredible field position. Ball fielded around the 48-yard line of Troup.
A pretty good punt for his first punt, though.
Not bad. Not bad. So we'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. Listening to Callaway football on Eagle Sports.
Life costs money. Sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Oh, goodness. Well, on first down, Troup takes a shot. Great throw by Todd down the left sideline, and he just out of the reach of his receiver.
Blanket coverage, right? That was great coverage.
Yeah, great coverage by number 16 for the Cavaliers. Carmelo Burton on the coverage, filling in for Jalen Shepard. Looks like they've got Osiris over here on the near side, matched up with 14 for Troup. And they got Cam Smith on the slot with Lil Dew there to help. So 2nd and 10, ball at the Troup 48-yard line. Todd in the gun. Here's the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's got pressure. And that ball's almost intercepted by Lil Dew.
What is that, night 3?
He could have walked into the end zone if he had caught that one. Great job by Lil Dew Williams, number 5. He wore 15 last year for the Cavaliers, so his is a little easier to remember.
I can't keep up with it.
You wish they would just keep him.
I wish they'd keep the same number.
Yeah. So 3rd and long right here for Troup. 1:34 left in the third quarter, 21-7, Callaway on top. So Troup breaks the huddle. Zy Varner is going to be matched up with Carmelo Burton. Watch that matchup right there. Huge size difference, Chris. Trips to the near side. There's Todd in the gun. He's dropping back, looking. He's looking towards Varner. And it's slightly overthrown, but I tell you what, great coverage by Burton, knocking that ball out late.
I'm impressed by the corners for Callaway.
Defensive backs, and I tell you, it says a lot about you as a player when Coach Hubbard lets you play. He's virtually playing cover 0. He's letting those defensive backs, and where Callaway made Troup play last year, pay for playing cover 0. This year, Callaway's able to rise up because Zy Varner, I know I've talked about him a lot in the broadcast. That's just I respect the heck out of him as a player. He's in my opinion, at the next level, he's going to be a defensive end or a hybrid tight end. But man, he is just such a good-looking athlete. So Troup back to punt. Looks like Kevin Alfaro is back deep for the Cavs. Here's the snap. Short punt. I would just get out of the way of this one. Peter. That ball's going to die at the 24-yard line, and that's where the Cavaliers will set up shop. So minute 23 left in the third. Callaway's got to pick up some first downs here, Chris. You know, and something I've seen, too, is, you know, Charlie's gotten the majority of the carries back there. I just wonder if it's maybe a guy like a LaQuiz Gilbert or Lil Dew Williams getting just some speed. Right. Not that Charlie's not fast, but he's just not as shifty as some of these other guys. Maybe seeing, you know, if you can get some momentum.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about middle ways through the first half when they were, you know, like clogging up the middle of whatever, do some toss sweeps to the corners.
Well, Demetrius in the shotgun, Charlie to his left. Here's the snap. Drops back pass, he throws it, and it's caught and complete. That looks like Cam Smith. Great catch by Cam up near the first down, up to around the 34-yard line. I tell you, I mess with Cam a lot at practice. Whenever he makes a mistake, I call him Cameron. When he makes a good play, I call him Cam. So I was like, if you're going to be called Cam, you got to make plays, man.
Those are the type plays they worked on a lot in practice because all it takes is just miss one missed tackle, and he's gone.
It's a great play there by Cam Smith, wearing Tank Bigsby's old number 4. Got twins to the near side. Demetrius in the shotgun. Here's the snap. We're going to give it to Charlie Dixon. He's looking for a hole, and he plunges forward for a first down and more across the 40 to the 41-yard line. First down, Callaway. Might be the last play of the quarter here. I might let that quarter run out, Chris.
I believe it's going to be, 30?
Yeah, 30.
It looks like it might be 2 or 3 seconds.
You may have to run one more play.
One play.
Looks like we're going to have a old hockey-style line shift here at receiver. Taylor Smith checks in, number 6, my old number. And Andrew Locke, number 15, he's to the near side. First and 10, Callaway. Demetrius in the shotgun. Troup jumped off sides. That's got to be a flag. All right, Charlie fights his way forward for a gain of about 5, maybe 6.
5
up to
yards.
45. A little sweep to the right, and that should take us to the end of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, 4 fingers up. Hit to the fourth quarter, Callaway on top 21-7. We'll take a quick 60 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle 102.3, WELR-FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Hello, I'm Tommy Whitworth from the Medicine Cabinet. It's great to be back to playing high school football. And since we had football last year, we have added 2 old pharmacy friends, Steve Butts and Dennis Montgomery, to our wonderful staff. The 3 of us combined have over 100-plus years of experience. We look forward to taking care of you and your family here at the Medicine Cabinets, 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. And as my old friend from Wedowee, Harold Harmon, said, we have the keys in our pocket.
Hi, football fans. This is Keith from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football once again. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live in. Play, work, worship, and retire. In our 28th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back. We start the fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 5 for the Cavaliers. Here's the snap. We're going to give it Charlie Dixon around left down. He's looking for a hole. He battles his way for a first down and more. And we've got a flag behind the play. Charlie breaks through for a touchdown, but it's coming back for a hold. And, man, come on. Let them play. Come on. That's 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the Charlie Dixon 55-yard touchdown wiped out by the phantom hold. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I had a friend of mine. Matter of fact, he lived in Manchester. I don't know where he lives at now, but he was an official for years and years and years and years. He told me, he called all the way up to college, of course, didn't call him pros. He told me that if you go back and you watch film of every play on offense, every play on defense, he said you could throw a flag on every play if you wanted to for holding.
You can.
Every play.
The backside holding penalties, I just am not a fan of those. So 2nd down, 15. Callaway backed up to their own 35. Troup jumps again. That's how he crossed the neutral zone. Goodness gracious, all right.
Maybe the COVID rules if you get back before the ball's.
He had a mask on.
Goes
back to throw.
He airs it out.
That's got to be pass interference.
Got a flag on it.
Maybe have a makeup call there, but that's clear pass interference.
Still
on
don't give us 6
Tigers.
points, though.
That's true. That's true. Heck of a run taken away from Charlie.
On this, while I get this penalty sorted out, Andrew, I know Charlie's visited Tennessee. What's some other schools looking at him?
Well, he's got Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Iowa State, West Virginia, some school. Washington State has expressed some interest as well.
So the only, and this is on us.
I think, yeah, it's on them. Pass interference.
So the only visit he's went on is Tennessee.
To my knowledge. But now here's the thing. I've picked a heck of a time to get into the recruiting game.
Yeah.
It's so different now with COVID that you can't go visit. Right. Everything's virtual. So, a lot of the recruiting that's going to be done is going to be kind of later in the year once we get some more tape out here. But we've got some great guys, and I think they're all going to end up at great places. Yeah. So, all right. So that's going to be a first down for the Cavaliers. Ball at the 50. Twins to the near side. Demetrius in the shotgun. Looks like LaQuiz Gilbert checks into the game at running back. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Gilbert. He lunges forward, and he picks up 4 or 5 yards up to the Troup 45, and that's the jump cut.
That's good, yeah.
That you used to see with Tank Bigsby right there.
Just a little bit with Charlie's size and all, he's quick, strong runner and fast when he gets out there, but you change it to like a more quicker, like a cutback.
Yep.
A cutback style runner.
Charlie checks back into the game. Twins to the near side. Looks like Reed checks in again. He's the outside receiver. Demetrius in the gun. He's going to take it, give it to Charlie. Charlie's just eating alive in the backfield.
They had that one read perfect.
Hope Charlie's okay. Kind of fell awkwardly there. Oof. So loss of 1 on the play, so 3rd and 6. Looks like Carlos Billingsley and Cameron Smith going to check in at receiver. Big play right here. You'd like to pick up another first down, just keep eating the clock.
Yeah, and then give your defense another 2 minutes to rest if you can pick up the first right here, or 2.5 minutes.
All right, here's the shotgun snap to Demetrius Coleman. Play action fake. He's going to throw it out wide to Carlos Billingsley. He's got the first down and more down to the 34, 35-yard line of Troup. Great play, and that's what Coach Giddens talks about, wanting to get his athletes the ball in space.
Get them in space and let them do their magic with their feet, speed. Callaway's offensive linemen chugging around there with their hands on their hips. They ready to get a rest too.
That's right. I tell you what, I've missed the atmosphere, the marching band.
Oh yeah,
it's great to be back. Got a great game between two great teams here. Two teams I have a lot of respect for. Here's the shotgun snap to Demetrius. He's going to give it to Charlie straight ahead. He just runs into a wall of Tigers, and I tell you what, they're just ready for that dive.
Yeah.
They're ready for it, and that's
coaching right there. That's having them ready for what Callaway's bread and butter is. That's having them ready for it.
Well, I tell you what, I give a hats off to Zach Giddens. He has kept the Callaway tradition alive. We are a running football school, and we got some great backs to use, and then we've also kind of developed some good receivers in the process of that. So looks like Kevin Alfaro checks in. Receiver, he's going to be the near side near us, number 13. Demetrius in the gun. He's going to give it to Charlie Dixon. No, excuse me, Demetrius keeps it. He's stumbling. He's close to the 30-yard line. I thought the turf monster was going to eat him again.
I thought he caught his balance right before he got to the – did he stay in? He stayed in.
I'll tell you, that was a heck of a fake, too. I thought Charlie had it, and now you got 3rd down. Clock's ticking. We're inside 8.5 minutes, 8:20 left in this ball game. Callaway on top 21-7. They're driving deep inside Troup territory. They're at the Troup 32-yard line.
And you're in that spot right here that if you don't, get 2 or 3 yards,
you might be able to go for it.
If it comes up 4th and 2 or 3, you're in a good spot to go for it.
All right. We got twins to the near side. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Charlie Dixon. He pounds forward, hurdles a guy, and he's down to the 30, well short.
I thought he was going to break it outside for a minute.
Tell you what, there's these suicide kamikaze bugs up here that just keep flying into me and stuff.
So, I don't know if they moths or surely
I don't
they're
know,
not mosquitoes
but I had one just fly into my shirt, and goodness. So 4th down to go, 4th and 4. Looks like Callaway's going to try to go with a hard snap, get Troup to jump. They may let the clock expire. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Charlie Dixon. He breaks through. He's to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Charlie Dixon!
Finally.
That's his second of the night.
No flags.
No flags on the play. No flags on the play. On 4th down, Charlie Dixon flexes on the Troup defense and plunges forward, and that might be the dagger, Chris.
31-yard
TD.
Troup looks like they got a player down over here on their sideline on about the 15-yard line. Seen quite a few cramps tonight.
Well, hopefully he's okay. Who is that? Number 4?
Yeah.
That's Zai. Or no, that's number 2. Number 2. Okay. I don't know who number 2 is. I apologize if you have any Troup fans listening. I don't have a roster in front of me, so I apologize.
I got it on my phone, but I can't see it.
Well, here's the extra point. Eubanks. Here's the snap. The hold. The kick's up, and the kick is.
Did it ease through there?
No, just to the left. No good. So with 7:04 left in the ballgame, Callaway on top 27-7. We'll take it back to the station for a 30 spot. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Hello, I'm Dennis Montgomery, and I recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County, God has blessed me with 30-plus years of pharmacy experience. I look forward to taking care of you and your family with all of your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet with 3 locations in LaGrange: Lee Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Plus, remember we have great ice cream and shakes at the soda shop here at the Medicine Cabinet on Vernon Road.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Callaway Stadium. On 4th down and 4 to go, Charlie Dixon breaks a few tackles and rumbles into the end zone from 31 yards out. Callaway on top 27-7 with 7:04 left in the ball game. Blake Eubanks back to kick. He's had a pretty good night.
He's been dead on.
Yep, he's had a good night kicking the football, except for that extra point. But all right, here's the little pooch kick, little angle kick. They're going to let it bounce around the 20.
Look at here.
And it bounces and get on it, Callaway. And Callaway's got it. I think Callaway's got it.
I think the up back came up and got it.
Oh, my goodness. What a break for Troup. We had 4 guys around the football that just let it bounce. Tell you what, man, that's you got to jump on that. But you know what? First game of the year, it's a learning point.
Well, that's the 3rd time they've done that, and the ball's hit the ground all 3 times. Seemed like you would move that guy up or tell that guy that's letting it go over his head, look, take 5 steps back and catch the ball.
All right.
But hey, keep let it hit the ground. It's better for us if it hits the ground.
All right, here comes Troup. Here's that strange formation, the 2x2 sets on both sides. Teo Todd in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He drops back to throw. Looking. There's nowhere to go. He's going to run up. He's to the 25, and that's where he'll be corralled by Austin Thomas. Picks up about 2 on the play. And tell you, he's shifty. Todd's shifty.
He is.
You know. So under 7 minutes now.
Cut running full speed. You remember how like Barry Sanders used to be running full speed and cut, didn't have to slow down. That's who he reminds me of, cutting.
All right, we got a spread set for Troup. Empty backfield. Here's the snap. Todd drops back. He's looking. He's going to throw downfield, and that ball's going to be just out of the reach of Zy Varner, and that's hard to do. That's a big boy right there.
Yes.
But I tell you see from Teo, great arm.
Yes.
Great arm, and I'm going to keep bragging on the kid. I mean, he's definitely.
Man, I'm telling you, you get him. You know, game time, of course, like this is most experienced of all, but you get him in like the off-season camps and stuff like that where he can go and, be around other quarterbacks, other coaches and stuff like that. That kid's going to be something special in a couple of years.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Already something special. I'm talking about going to be maybe like a Hudson or somebody like that at quarterback.
Absolutely. Well, Teo drops back to pass. He elects to run forward. He's going to pick up the first down and more, and he's loose, and he might be gone. We'll see Osiris Rivas to beat. He's going to cut back inside. Let's see if he runs out of gas here. And great effort by Osiris Rivas. He's going to drop him inside the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
Heck of a run by Teo Todd. So 5:54 left in the game, and that's Troup's biggest play of the game right there.
We got one on a knee over here, but I think he's just out of breath.
Whew. Might need to put the backup in real quick.
Yeah, I am after watching it. Coach Hubbard's going to get him out there while they pulling the chains down the field and give him a breather.
All right, here comes Troup. It's like you can stick with Teo. Looks like he's not too tired. He is a young, strapping man,
yes.
14 years old. He's got plenty of energy.
Yeah.
Like Tanner Glisson wants to call a timeout, maybe give his offense a little bit of time to regather. So 5:29 left in the ball game. Callaway on top 27-7. You're listening to Callaway Football on Eagle Sports.
Kia of LaGrange would like to personally invite you to see the evolution of the sedan. Kia has transformed the Kia Optima into the sedan of the future. The all-new, totally awesome 2021 Kia K5. Yep, it's okay to stare because it's show-stopping and jaw-dropping. You can drive a 2021 Kia K5 LX model starting at only $23,998. Test drive one today. Kia of LaGrange at 1217 Lafayette Parkway.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school Football.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And after the timeout, Callaway and Troup come back on the field. Looks like Troup's going to be in a spread set. Let's see what Callaway elects to do defensively. Looks like they're going to go to a nickel package. That twins out to the far side for Troup. Todd in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to give it straight ahead to number 7. He fights and fights and fights. He's going to be corralled for about a gain of 1 on the play. Most importantly, though, Chris, clock keeps moving.
Clock keeps moving. And another thing that tears me up when they run a play, especially in high school, when you know the play is stopped and they already started. I mean, you got 16 guys, offensive linemen pushing, defensive linemen pulling. Somebody can get hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
Blow the whistle. Whether it's a Callaway runner or a Troup runner,
Agreed.
Which it happened to be a Troup runner, blow the whistle before somebody gets a leg rolled up, a knee hyperextended.
All right, Todd in the gun. He's going to give it straight ahead to his tailback, and he fights forward inside the 5, maybe to the 4. Bring up a 3rd and goal.
Callaway digging in right here.
And I tell you, we talked about the ball don't lie. You know, Charlie got his touchdown taken away, and on 4th down, he got it back.
That's
so
right.
That, the ball don't lie.
That's right.
The ball don't lie. So 4:28 left in the ball game. Troup knocking at the door. 3rd down, goal to go. Ball at the 5-yard line of Callaway.
Troup not in.
Oh,
really.
Shepard's back in. That's great to see.
Him.
Shepard's
I see him
man
over here
up.
now. Yeah.
Here's the snap.
Timeout. I think somebody called a timeout.
Timeout. Coach Wiggins wants to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. Listening to Callaway Cavalry Football on Eagle Sports.
State Farm, this is Bill.
It finally got me, Bill.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes.
Oh.
Year after rim-wrecking year, it's tormented the people of this town. It got me good.
But you know, State Farm's got you too.
You hear that? You ain't nothing.
You trash talking a pothole?
Yes, I am.
Go with the ones here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Callaway Stadium. 4:12 left in the ball game. Callaway on top 27-7, but Troup's knocking on the door. 3rd and goal at the Callaway 5. Todd in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to give it to Ferguson. Excuse me, that's 7 for Troup.
Looks like he stopped him on about the 1-yard line.
Ball came out, but it looks like his knee was down. Yeah. Referee was right on the spot. Make sure they got
it marked dead on the 1-yard line. Fourth and a goal, 3:45 left in the game. Callaway still leads 27-7. Troup knocking on the door. Let's see if Callaway can dig in and
4th and goal.
Shut him out right here on 4th down.
Here's the bad snap, and we stop him.
The ball. He's still on his feet.
We stop him in the backfield. We stop him on 4th down. Callaway's defense stands tall. LaQuiz Gilbert, Lil Dew Williams on the stop. And Callaway spurns Troup on 4th down again. Tell you what a performance by this Callaway defense.
I tell you, man. I'm impressed by them. The defensive backs and the young guys. You know, the 10th graders have stepped in. Seen a couple of 9th graders play. I mean, just big things coming this year for Callaway. If the defense can stay healthy, that's the big thing. Stay healthy.
Here comes Demetrius. 3:29 left in the game. Here's a snap. We're going to give it straight ahead. We're up to the 15. LaQuiz Gilbert to the 20. He's got plenty of real estate. He's up to around the 23-yard line. Nice pickup there by Gilbert. And you see the burst.
Yeah.
You see the burst. So I want to take a second to give a shout-out to some of our loyal listeners. You know, Mark Hubbard. He's one of our loyal listeners. Mark's a great guy. He's Dusty's brother. I played baseball for Coach Hubbard in high school. He's one of my favorite people. Mark's one of my favorite people as well. So we appreciate you tuning in, Mark. We already gave a shout out to Tony Williamson earlier.
Tony Williamson, them.
Chris Willis roasting Tony, by the way. So just keep that in mind.
I hadn't seen him at the game. I seen Will on the other side a while ago, but I hadn't seen Tony. So I don't know if he made it out tonight. He may be at home listening to the game.
All right, we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station, listening to Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts, and recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County and 32 years of pharmacy experience, I look forward to reacquainting myself with old Coley Drugs customers and to taking care of you and your family with all your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet, with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Remember, we still do custom compounding of prescriptions here at the Moody Bridge location, and I have the keys in my pocket.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
Welcome back, everybody. After the timeout, both teams getting ready to come back onto the field to finish this one out. 2:52 left in the ball game, and Callaway on top 27-7. It wasn't the 56-45 game we saw last year, but I tell you what, you have a veteran defense. You have an offense led by a veteran senior quarterback with a lot of new faces, new offensive coordinator. I like what I've seen so far from the Cavaliers.
Very, very, very impressed by, the mistakes are down, penalties are down, for it to be the first game. Really glad to see what
impressive.
We're doing
Here comes the Cavaliers, 1st and 10. Ball at the 22-yard line. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to LaQuiz Gilbert. He's looking for a hole. He tries to break loose. He runs into a host of Troup Tigers. I'll tell you what, they need to go ahead and blow that whistle when the forward progress is stopped.
While they unsorting the pile, I know I mentioned this just about every game last year. Anybody out there that's you don't have to own a business. You can be a family. You can be a single individual. You want to sponsor Callaway football, baseball, basketball, track, fishing, whatever. Get a hold of myself, Andrew Callaway, or Miss Sheila Allen. At the school, and we can point you in the right direction of who to get. No amount too small. I mean, if you want to donate $20, $100, if you're looking at 120 kids over there, and I don't know if anybody out there has ever had a teenage kid, but just times what it costs to feed them by 122. I mean, that's a
lot of players for a double-A team.
That's a lot of money. So, long story short, if you're interested in being a sponsor of any of Callaway's athletics, like I said, holler at myself, Andrew Callaway, Miss Sheila Allen at the school, and we can get you pointed in the right direction.
Absolutely. Well, on the previous play, Troup jumped into the neutral zone, got flagged, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Ball 2nd down, 4 to go. Ball is snapped. They're going to give it to the tailback. He plunges straight ahead. I think that's Charlie.
It was Charlie.
No, excuse me, that's LaQuiz. Charlie on the carry. That 7 and 2 look the same from this angle. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down, no gain on the play. Ball resting at the Callaway 27-yard line. They've got to get to the 32 for a 1st down. 1:33 left in the ball game. I tell you what, after this play, too, we'll talk about one of those people you just mentioned that's really important and doesn't get as much credit as they deserve for what they do behind the scenes.
I agree.
So Callaway bleeding clock right here. Demetrius being the veteran that he is. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Charlie Dixon. He's looking for running room. He's got the 1st down and more into the secondary of Troup, and he's got the 1st down near the 40-yard line, and that might do it right there, Chris.
Yeah,
well, Miss Sheila does a lot for the football team. A lot of people don't know. She is Coach Wiggins and Coach Wood's right-hand woman, and she does a great job with all of the athletic functions at the school, making sure everybody's aware of what's going on, and she does a lot of stuff behind the scenes and doesn't get told thank you enough. So we appreciate everything she does. Absolutely. And she's a vital cog in the wheel is Callaway football.
Right.
So Callaway,
everybody's favorite position right here, or formation.
Formation, the victory formation. Demetrius Coleman drops to a knee. I think Callaway won't have to run another play.
No, that'll do it.
That should do it right there.
Congratulations to Coach Zach Giddens.
Yep.
Very first win as offensive coordinator, and many more to come, I'm sure, for the Callaway Cavaliers.
So Callaway wins opening night 27-7 over the Troup Tigers. We'll take it back to the station for a full timeout. We'll come back for the Callaway football postgame show. You're listening to Callaway football on Eagle Sports.
Hi, football fans. This is Rob Smith from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 28th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online at glennsmith.com, Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with all your home and auto insurance needs.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts, and recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County and 32 years of pharmacy experience, I look forward to reacquainting myself with old Coley Drugs customers and to taking care of you and your family with all your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet, with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Remember, we still do custom compounding of prescriptions here at the Moody Bridge location, and I have the keys in my pocket.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers high school football.
All right, welcome back to Callaway Stadium. We'll wrap up real quick. Callaway's on top 27-7 over the Troup Tigers. A hard-fought game. It really wasn't out of reach until late in the fourth quarter. I was impressed with the Callaway defense. Jack Giddens, in his first game as offensive coordinator, thought he did a fantastic job calling plays. And I want to give a shout-out to Coach Glisson and Troup Tigers. I thought Teo Todd played well. I was impressed with Anthony Ferguson, the running back. And overall, too, just shout out to Coach Glisson, too, for being cool about both teams wearing their home jerseys. And it says a lot about him as a person. We appreciate that. So, But huge win for the Cavaliers. We return to action at home next week. Callaway takes on the #1 defensive end in the country and the Hardway Hawks. First ever meeting between those two programs here at Callaway Stadium next Friday night. Kickoff at 7:30. Pregame show will start at 7 o'clock. So we'll see you guys next week. Go Cavs.
Thank you for listening to Callaway Cavaliers High School Football on the Eagle Sports Network.